Welcome back, guys. On this episode of Inspiration Nation, we are going to be getting the motor that's going in the OBS project out of this glorious piece of, out of this total lost Silverado. I'd say right there is a good spot. I'd leave it alone because you're going to pull it into your trailer. Well, that was exciting. All right, let's talk about what we have. Now, we're still in the LS engine out of this 2002 Southern Comfort Edition that was in a, it was in quite a healthy collision. Everything's here. It's not really been messed with. You can tell it, everything looks stock and factory, and that is really what we want to start with. We're going to start by pulling motor, trans, and the wiring harness out. Dry shaft, because I do not have a dry shaft for the OBS to make sure and see. Rule of the day: don't cut any wiring. No cutting of the wiring. All right, we messed up. New camera guy here. The time lapse was not rolling, but the engine's out. Motor's out and in the truck. Quick rundown of things you're definitely gonna need. You're definitely gonna need the throttle cable out of the MBS and the wiring harness and fuse box forward. I'm not sure if we need to grab this pigtail or not. I'm going to cut it just so we have it, just in case. But I think we should be okay without it. All your wiring, your grounds, and the throttle cable is a definite. Now we got to get this bad boy cleaned up. This one is such a low mileage truck. It's under 100,000 miles. All the fluids look great, so all I'm going to do is a fresh up gasket set kind of deal and throw it in the truck. Got the engine separated from the transmission and everything looks super clean. The front pump on the inside of the transmission is super clean. The oil and everything that come out was beautiful. So all I'm going to do is basically plug all the holes and tape up the end of the torque converter there and pressure wash everything and get it cleaned up and prepped for paint. I will say, if you're going to wash it off and wash it thoroughly, to do it in swim trunks. Don't do it in long pants and your work boots. We got everything taped all up, and now it's time for the can. Got my little paint shaker here working with us. Yeah. Now we decided to go with a little black and not the orange because I think it'd just look a little classier. Oh yeah. How about you hold the camera? All right, you hold the camera.
Okay.
Hold on. Just needed a little sprucing up.
And I'll show you at the end. And that right there, that is going to be a black tube. Will we watch this on computer or TV? Well, I guess TV, because that's the biggest screen that we have in the house.
Yep, we're gonna watch it on the big screen in the house. And there you have it, guys. I think it looks really good, really clean, classy. It should look like a factory motor down in the OBS. And honestly, that's the kind of goal at the end of this project, is to make it look like it came that way from the factory, if the factory was super cleanly about wiring and all that stuff. All right, the moment has arrived. It's time to officially set the LS engine in the OBS, therefore making it an LS swapped OBS. I've got to take the engine and get it mated to the transmission and make sure the torque converter's lined up and all that good stuff, and set it in whole. I'm gonna do all the hard work and you guys sit there and look pretty and watch this video. I should have been like, and you guys just sit there, look pretty, and enjoy. I'm not good with words. You guys just sit there and watch this shit. We're gonna get it. There you have it, guys. It is officially swapped. We have an OBS Chevy LS swap project happening right now. So make sure you like, share, subscribe. That way you can find the next episode where we start on the fuel system and then the wiring on this project. I don't think we covered a parts list. Let me cover a parts list and then we'll wrap this video up. So to mount the engine in the OBS harness, we use the factory OBS clamshell mounts. These are some like $30 or $40 eBay motor swap motor mounts. I did have to add the aluminum plate just to pick it up. That could be because my motor mounts are worn out and I'm too cheap to buy new ones, but here nor there. And we use the factory NBS transmission mount. Everything lined up perfectly. And yeah, so you don't need a whole lot to make this thing happen, apparently. So that's why the OBS truck is the best budget build Chevy truck out there. I'm gonna stand on this hill. We're gonna die there. The OBS is the best build truck to do right now. With that being said, jump down to the merch link in the description. Get yourself an Inspiration Nation t-shirt, hoodie, what have you. That's the best way to support the channel. If you want to support the channel, if you don't, just hit the like button. And if you don't like it, just swipe to the next video. With all that being said, we will see you on the next one. So scoop one up before they go astronomically priced and nobody can afford them like the square bodies and the round bodies have.